Hey, it's Brendan Quigley from 3 Acres, and I just wanted to make a really quick video to talk about sections and blocks. You may have seen these terminology being thrown around, and you might have seen some announcements from Shopify saying blocks are a thing, but you might go into your theme and you might not see them, and it's all very confusing. So basically, sections are what they sound like. They're sections on the page, and I'll show you exactly what that is in a minute. And blocks are bits of reusable code or bits of reusable elements that can go inside sections. Blocks, up until this point, while they've existed as part of the section. So a section could have reusable blocks. But now Shopify has opened that up, and the word block really means something that can be used across the site. So let's dive in. It's definitely easier to see it than to hear it. So I'm just on my home page here, and you can see on the left side there are 3 sections. So there's this large logo section, there's a hero section, and there's a featured collection. If I go in here, this logo is a block. If I go in here, this header here is a block, and this button is a block. All that means is that if you see heading somewhere else, it's the same like element that's being reused. So if I were to go in here and let's see what options we are, you just have to hover right there. So you can see these are the blocks that can be used in this section. So if I go heading, you can see down here, this text and this text are using the same element. And so it's really powerful in terms of theme development because you can now create these blocks that get reused anywhere on the site, and you can say what sections can use what blocks. But it's also really helpful for when you're trying to like visualize how something might come together. If this right now, this is text, it should be a logo, which you can set in your theme settings, but you could visualize how you might drag and drop these elements around so that you have a little heading and then you have a logo, and then maybe you want a button. Like if I wanted a button at the bottom of that, just go in here and it's the same button that gets used across the site, just has a slightly different theme style there. So if I go secondary, you can see how those are similar. And then there's a link style. So that's the difference between these things. The real sort of impact to you as the merchant is that it's very easy then for someone like me to come in and create custom blocks that can be reused across your site. And those are upgrade safe, which means you'll be able to upgrade your theme because that block is a separate bit of code. Something that we do very often is we might find one of these blocks, say the button block or even the header block or any of these blocks, and it has like most of what you need, but it doesn't have everything. So we'll go in, we'll make a new block, we'll copy that original code, but then we'll add on to it, and that keeps the old block intact and upgrade safe and gives you a new block that's sort of more full functioned and has all the features that you might need, and it really speeds up the development process when we do that. And it has the benefit of, like, if I make it for say one page over here, you might find a use for the block over on another page because you can customize it over there. So very neat, very cool. The only other thing I would say is that there are some special sections now. So if I were just to add, so you can go into add section, there is just, where is it here? Let me search. Custom section. So a custom section gives you access to all of the blocks. So there's sort of really no limit to what's in here. And one of the cool things about this is that there are layout blocks. So you're able to group things together and then put blocks under those layout blocks. So if you've ever wanted a 2-column layout or a 3-column layout in Shopify with the different elements going into different places, this is how you would do it. So I've just gone into that group block there, and I have changed the direction from vertical, so stacking them vertically, to horizontal, and that means everything that's in that group block now is in a 3-column layout. So it's pretty sweet. If I were to change that there, it would resize itself and so on. So this is a cool way to get like those customized layouts on any page using these sections and blocks. Hopefully that helped. Let me know